I was on Google Earth the other day when I found something rather interesting in the state of Montana, so I decided to go out and have a look at it. So the plan is to park and camp in this spot. And then this road is really rocky and undeveloped, so we're going to be hiking in. From there is the Missouri mine. From the map, it looks like it is a milling operation with maybe a small incline over here. Once we finish the Missouri mine, my plan is to go up this crazy zigzag road to see the McKee mine operation. This looks like there's a couple structures left, as well as one incline shaft over here. After that, McKee has a lower mine at it over here, so the plan is to check all this out as well. There's not a whole lot left. It looks like a couple structures and houses, and then a milling operation over here, maybe a bunkhouse. But we're gonna go check all this out. It's gonna be a heck of a hike because we gotta hike up all this mountain range just to get up there. And this is a part of Montana not a lot of people come out to, so it should be a lot of fun and interesting to see what we can find and if anything really remains or if it's all just destroyed.
So today we're hiking to the McKee mine operation in Montana. It's a 1.5 hour hike to get there, 1.5 hours back. I'm joined by Bryson today, and we also got Lee with us. And yeah, we're gonna see what remains. It's this huge operation, so it should be pretty cool. Oh, yo, check this out. It's a little miner's cabin. It's all overgrown. That's cool.
There's a bed spring.
Yeah, they had their bed. Right now we've made it to the Missouri mill and mine operation. This mill was for all of the mines up here, so it's just massive. There's also some ruins down here, and that's where the mine is itself. But we'll check this out real quick before continuing. What I like seeing is these rocks that are all stacked up where everything's falling, but the rock wall's in good condition. Oh, whoa. The stamp mill's still here. That's awesome. Look at that.
What is that?
That's a stamp mill.
Oh.
So the stamp mill says Fraser and Chalmers, Chicago, Illinois. That's the same stamp mill I've seen in tons of ghost towns. It was the most common brand. But it's really amazing side by side. And then right up above it is the old ore bin. It's amazing up here though. And then there's another ore bin. That's a small one, single chute, I assume. And then right below the mill was another building, some sort of production. There really isn't a whole lot left of this mill area. It's all ruins, so that's why I'm kind of making it quick so we could get to more interesting stuff today. But it's still neat to have a look around. Look at all those gears, the water pipes. Oh yeah, look at this. Old dump bed.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. This last spot is the collapsed adit for the Missouri mine. No way getting into it now.
Not without a lot of work.
Yeah, you'd have to dig it out. But Montana doesn't gate off their mines how Idaho does in parts of Nevada and Utah. So every mine you see is going to be open or collapsed. This one's all collapsed in. That is an amazing view. See, all we're doing is hiking these switchbacks to get to this mine. It's just way up on this mountain peak. Oh, no way. This was a tramway that went down to that mill. So basically they would load up all the ore from the mines onto here. And this would go all the way down this mountain to that valley below where the mill was. But that's all that remains of the tramway, other than one cable. Would have been a two-way though. One ore cart going down with ore, one coming up empty. It's been an hour and a half of hiking. That's the way down. And we're actually heading to the heart of the McKee mine right now, which is half a mile up. And then the residential section is straight ahead. We're gonna see it on the way back. This is one of the most amazing views I've seen. Just coming up, I look over and all of this opens up. We're getting above the tree line right now. Today we're in Montana to explore the McKee Mining Camp in the Tobacco Root Mountains. It was part of the Meadow Creek Mining District where gold and silver claims were staked in the late 1800s. The McKee Mine and Missouri-McKee mine group produced gold, silver, copper, and lead, peaking in the early 1900s. By the mid-20th century, the mines were abandoned, leaving only machinery, collapsed tunnels, and timbers. Check this out. The tramway system starts again. Here's another one of those supports, and it goes all the way down. It's all falling down now. That's in rough shape.
So our rations are getting pretty low. One Gatorade out. This is water for Lee.
Another Gatorade out. And
Nothing. Lee
Another
drunk most
Propel.
of that.
yeah. I got my wallet.
You got your wallet?
I got cash.
Sweet, we could buy more drinks. Oh wait.
I think this
We
is the
got one
last
more
one.
Gatorade. We gotta share it.
Yeah.
Just pour some into mine.
All right.
I love these Gatorades. They're the canned ones.
Not sponsored.
Grocery outlet.
Also
Not sponsored.
Masterclass watering techniques. The drinks keep on flowing for Lee.
We made it to the McKee mine. Tons of waste rock. And there's a couple old cabins. The mine itself is up there. We'll check out this lower section real quick. This was an old bunkhouse. And basically there's this middle section where it would have been probably a cookhouse or somewhere to sit down. And on either side would have been where the beds were. It's really caved in. There's a small bed frame. And then looking off on this side, basically the same idea. Oh, no way. Look at, there's even more. We gotta go down there first. Looks like an adit with another waste rock pile. Look at this, it's the remains of an old vehicle. But you gotta think about too, if you break down up here, yeah, it's stuck. What's the point of bringing it back down? It would be too expensive.
Yeah.
So it was probably an old car that broke down and they said screw it. But then here's the old adit. Ah, dang. So it's just barely two claps to get in. There's a small entrance, but it's just not safe. Look at all that fractures. That's all ready to go. The ore cart track there, and the adit would have gone there, all the cross timbers, down to the production building. See, that's the remnants of the ore chute right before it hits the tramway. And the tramway, somewhere down here, is where it begins. But then there's this old work building. Nothing inside of it. It's all empty. One of those spools that would have been used for all the cable. Probably used for the tramway. Oh, here it is. Check this out. So that was the tramway house. It was a decent sized one. Basically all of the equipment, the generator, the machines used to bring up all of the ore would have been sitting in that house, and a man would have worked there, putting all the ore buckets, filling them up, bringing them down the mountain, bringing others up, and doing the whole procedure from that one building. I always like looking down these waste rock piles. Sometimes there's old equipment left. It looks pretty clean. The tram house down there. And then right beside, look at the huge boiler there. Into the workshop. In fact, right by the workshop too, side by side, old building. This is how the miners would have gone in. There's that adit. Super sketchy one though. I like seeing the ore cart track still intact, straight from that adit. It's probably still in that adit too, just covered by tons and tons of rock. And those two bunkhouses alone would have been at least 8 workers. Then these ones, I don't know, 6, 7, just more bunkhouses. And it's only the top part of this operation. That's the crazy thing. We have everything else to see. I love seeing that bed, looks like the old frame. Yeah, this. Look at how rusted it is too. Man, that's tetanus. Did you ever get a tetanus shot?
When I was 5.
I've never had one.
I'm like 15 years overdue.
But yeah, that's a neat bed though. It's all wood. And then the other room too. Another bedroom, the old springs.
They even left the can.
Stacked up rocks. Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Old school can. That's pretty cool. I like seeing the oxidization on it.
Yeah. I wonder, does the door still open and close? I guess it's...
Oh, it does.
It was stuck a little
Check
bit.
that out. I wonder how the hinges look.
How do they look? And how does it
Oh, that's a
lock?
mean hinge. Yeah, they're
Oh, I've seen
huge.
this type of lock.
Really interesting design though. But I assume the portal started about there. Check it out. We're now back down, seeing the rest of the mine. I know, the best part of seeing the top operation first is everything else is downhill. It's nice and easy. Part of the tram line, look. Yeah, so we could actually probably come up here and see it continue down the mountain.
Get a line of sight, yeah.
Look at all the waste rock too. Huge amounts.
Jeez.
One cool thing, how you know it's not too toxic, because a lot of waste rock is real toxic, there's trees growing on it. Not all waste rock will have that. Oh, no way. Look, more buildings. This was some sort of workshop or garage. You could tell because of this huge barn door style. Still has the door on it. Then you go in. There's actually not a whole lot, but look at that rock. That's awesome looking. So we're gonna leave the backpacks because we're doing a giant loop right now. Up there's a couple buildings. This whole operation loops back on this road. But first, I say we kind of see this road, see everything down below. There's a couple ruins down here. Look what we found. That's too sketchy. That's cool though. It's a neat mine. I just don't think it's gonna go far. But the problem is this portal. I hate these type where it's this like rock mixed with sand. Looks like they had equipment in here. And all the above waste rock. That means it came from a different mine. All that waste rock. Because this mine, this is all the waste rock it produced, not even close to as much.
Come down through here?
Yeah, the tramway, I wonder if this was a second tramway house where at that top mine, the tramway came down. Because the tramway is in that direction. We crossed over it. And it continues down right through here. So likely another loading site. Yeah, the cable, the giant wheel. Another tramway house. Oh, no way. A bunkhouse. And then, let's see what this was. Storage area. That's a storage. And then that huge bunkhouse. I had no idea. It is just wrecked from years and years of snow. And this is all that remains. But this was really the larger operation of the two. It was all under the same ownership. Old barrel stoves, 2 of them. We just came from the waste rock. And up above is more of the mine. That's what we're checking out now. Another bunkhouse up here. More waste rock, so this was for the upper mines. Roughly about the same size, just in much better condition. Wow, so this whole wall has fallen down. Shelving. They didn't leave anything. This caught my eye. It's all overgrown with all the trees. Looks like Lee's going his own way. He's checking out the waste rock. I wanted to come up here though. Weird. Small entry. I don't know. Steep road going down beside that bunkhouse. And then even more cabins. And there's nothing. They just took everything. But it's even more just cabins. This one looks like a workshop. All I see, because keep in mind, this is super heavily wooded. And it keeps opening up to even more buildings. One up above too. I don't know what this was. Looks like kind of a production building. So Bryson just mentioned this engine. That's crazy.
Looks like maintenance never was finished.
Yeah, they were maybe working on it.
I mean, the top half of the engine is off.
High flex. Oh, no way. There's even more behind this. I thought this was finishing up, but it's all fallen down. They probably had a huge piece of equipment there. I'm thinking we're getting close to the main haulage shaft right now, which is going to be right up ahead over there. Because now we went from the bunkhouses where they all lived to these workshops. So it's just a huge workshop building. Production. Look at this building though, where it's just fallen into this mine shaft. That's freaking bizarre. The whole thing is falling down. Now I know confirmed we're not doing any mine exploring because the portal main haulage tunnel is right here. This building has collapsed into it. Amazing view on all this waste rock. That's what this whole section is for. And that's it for the buildings. And we're talking, we've decided we're gonna go explore that old mine. But just for point of reference, this was the main haulage going down to one of the bunkhouses that one where we left all of our camera stuff at the garage. And we're gonna go to the lower section. That was the main haulage for the lower section. Look at the entrance. It just looks ominous with the roots growing down. But it actually doesn't look too bad. So I'll slip in real quick and we'll find out how good it looks. What's good, man? What's poppin'? It's a crazy looking portal.
Struggling with the maps.
Oh, water droplets. Check that out. Those are all water droplets from condensation.
You good down there?
Yeah, it looks good. But, yeah, it dead ends.
Dead end, darn.
That's a collapse. Or maybe they just gave up. It kind of looks like they gave up. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but the strata in here, it's crazy. Look at, you got the gold look and the black and the silver, especially right here. Yeah, it's not coming up. Yeah, the water droplets.
It makes sense because it's naturally colder, but...
Yeah, a lot of mines in Montana tend to be flooded. They have a lot more water than we do.
Yeah.
We're hiking back right now, and I looked over and noticed an old cabin. I didn't see this on the way up. I don't really... Yeah, it's in terrible condition. The whole roof is collapsed in. There's nothing left.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah. That's what all of this snow does. Just wrecks these spots. We're hiking though, making it down. This has been most of the hike, is all these rocks all day. Made it back to the mill. That means we only have about 15 minutes to go. We're almost done. We got an absolutely amazing view, and then camp, we set up down here. So we got Bryson's vehicle, we got the tent, we got the fire going. What's up, Bryson?
What's up?
We're cooking up some MREs right now.
Yes, sir.
So that's gonna be it today. Thank you so much for watching. Put a like, comment down below, subscribe, and stay tuned.